Hello, hello, hello. We are back.
Hey, it's Fariso.
And I'm Zerin.
And we are watching We Need to Talk, where we're here every other Tuesday celebrating Black love, motivating Black liberation, one tough talk at a time.
At a time. Yes. And so we are here today to talk about dating while during COVID.
Ooh, is that a thing?
Yeah.
Should it be a thing? Should we be dating during COVID? What?
I don't know. Is it real or is it fake? I don't know. So we're in my lair right now where I do my post editing. But today we will actually jump on a Zoom call where we will talk to some special guests about their experiences from a lady and a male's perspective. We are COVID lovers, as you would say.
We don't have COVID.
Oh, no, we don't have COVID.
Right?
There's nothing positive about this. All negative. I'm just kidding. But today we want to talk, but we did meet during the COVID era, and we want to talk to some different people about their experiences. Okay? So
Cool.
let's take a second and let's go check it out. Dating during COVID. Is it real? Or is the hoax? I don't know. People don't believe in COVID. People don't believe in dating. So let's see if, does the two come together?
Yes, okay. And so for today, we have a very, very, very special guest, a very, very dear friend, a dear brother, Brian, aka the original Brian. He is a professional comedian and a professional actor. And as I said, our very dear friend. Thank you so much for being here today with us, Brian. How are you feeling?
I'm good, man. Look, man, I'm just happy to be on. I just want to say, first off, thank y'all for having me. I love the energy. I love the vibe. I wish we could all be in the same room, but virtual.
I know.
Virtual hugs, y'all. Virtual hugs.
Thank you. We got a game. As always.
Yes. And so, icebreaker for you, Brian. Tell us who you are. Tell us a bit about your profession or any creative outlets you got going on right now. And the question will be, if you could be any dating app, which would you be and why? Not which one would you be on, but which app would you be right now?
Dating app personified.
Yeah, like what is Brian, the original Brian?
Put my Batman voice on, so when I think about it sometimes. No, you know what? It just hopped out of my body. You know how I'll be for real? I would be Hinge. And I would be Hinge only because their motto is, they're so confident. Their motto is, we're the app that's meant to be deleted. Ooh. That to me is like, okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's telling you, you're not supposed to have me forever. There's people who got Tinder, they're still on Tinder, got married, got divorced, still on. It's like, no, Hinge is like, no. You've been supposed to have me temporarily. And then that's that level of confidence. It's a little savagery. It's a little like, I'm good. I know. So come on here, get hooked up and delete me. That's how we guarantee him. When you come on here, you can delete me after. That's how good we are. So I would be Hinge.
That's awesome.
Got it. I love it.
Single and not a ring. This is the right hand I'm supposed to show, right? I'm just making sure. You gotta put that in the way.
Yes, lady.
Women be watching.
The hand has no rings on it, so let it be known.
You gotta do that. I do it too. I do it too. I be watching women in praise and worship in church, like when they have the mic. I put the mic in the left hand so I can just see. Okay, Jesus is the center of my joy. Okay, there's not a ring on that finger. Yeah. You gotta be looking.
We gonna talk after intercessory prayer. We're gonna talk. Cool, awesome. All right, just tap into the icebreaker. Dating app. I think we agree with you, Brian, with the Hinge. That's actually kind of how we met.
We met on Hinge.
Exactly.
So
So it's deleted.
We're so alike right now. We just know. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, we into it right now. But yeah, I think the whole idea, like, there's a lot of professionals on Hinge. I thought that was kind of cool. Like, that's the most professional I've ever seen of, like, of the category
out of all of them
that ever talk to.
I love how they, for their profile, like, they make you answer certain questions. So I feel like you really get, it's like not just like a physical like swipe, but it's like,
because Tinder, you can put your name in your favorite piece of chicken, and you can start right there.
I like the breast.
I love you. I love thighs. All right, okay. Swipe. So I
White
swipe
meat
it.
only. Dark meat only.
I hate that. Bumble is. I think Bumble's a dope concept though, because Bumble, the woman's supposed to reach out first.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
It wasn't no on that.
So. There was a weak selection. You're right.
Thank you. Okay, well, thank you. I don't,
You're right.
I don't want any emails later on.
That app.
Tell me about your Bumble days.
No. This ain't all about Bumble. But what we can talk about is COVID dating. All right, Brian. So like we want to know, have you been dating during COVID? If you haven't, why not? And then what's the risk of even dating with COVID around? Like
well, the risk of dating with COVID, number one is COVID. We're just gonna stop there.
We're just gonna end the show.
We just stop right just to get to it. Let's acknowledge that first. Let's just acknowledge that.
Yeah.
It sounds risky.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Because I know when my family, when my friends found out that I was like thinking about dating during COVID, like they all shut it down. Like they were like, "Are you crazy? Like you gonna risk your life over a man type of thing? Like that's crazy."
Yeah.
And what a man I am.
So now it's like man, woman, COVID. It's like now it's a third person.
So I guess like
you gotta think about. Right?
So like something you think about too is just like there's the physical health risk, but then there's also like the mental health risk of being home by yourself. Exactly. And these people who were criticizing me, it's like you guys live with other people. You guys have like your safe net. Like I'm here in a city by myself.
By yourself.
Friends. So
that's it.
There's a mental health risk to that.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like you have to kind of decide like what is more risky for you,
No, I mean that's real,
There's the risk. That's the risk that you run. I think that's the thing. But I love what you said about the mental health because, my roommate at the time, it's me and my best friend. This is my brother, but I love women. He loves women. You just sitting around. I'm in my room. Him in his room. We just two dudes. It's just like there's no action. There's no energy. So when this is the thing though, right? When I had the conversation with any of them women I was talking to during that time, it was like those loved ones. I had an aunt that had just transitioned in January. Found out later on, they said it was COVID related. But just having some, this, and then a friend of mine and somebody I knew, it's like, so something happens. And what I'm gonna tell you is where when I would have been more playing the field, I'm gonna see what's up. It was like, whichever one of these women is really trying to get to know me, you have a shot because I'm open.
Yeah.
Somebody, and so it was more like you said, the mental and emotional aspect where I probably would have been trying to be cool and we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll see you next Friday. It's like, no, I'm gonna need it because you're my mental health. You're a safe place for me. And so I'm not gonna be around my mama right now. My family's in Mississippi and Cleveland. I'm here in New York by myself. My best friend is over there. But I'm gonna tell you something during the COVID things you miss right now that I'm being very open. What I miss so much, I miss a hug. Like not a church. Hey, how you doing, Sister Johnson? What's up, Deacon Brown? Not one of them. I'm talking about you ever had somebody, well, y'all, I ain't got to ask,
No, I know what you mean.
But I'm saying
beginning of COVID, yeah.
No, it's real.
But I'm like, me right now, a friend of mine just transitioned yesterday. I just want a hug and a thigh to lay on. I don't have to do nothing between the thigh. Just
what the thigh?
No, that's a nice pillow.
Let her just rub my head. That's all I want.
Also, for people
talking
about love languages, like for people whose love languages is touch. Touch, yeah. And that's also my love language. So it's incredibly hard for.
I'm a massage therapist as well. To not like with massage therapy, my clients either they try to some of them become almost a family type of thing because we're having such an intimate moment, even though I'm included in it. That's your body, but it's we talk. You see them so much. You talk about family. most of my clients, it's yo, good to see you. But to go from that type of physical contact, just being around people, touching people, hugs, whatever, to it's like when I see somebody, I gotta wonder, is it okay? Oh, all right, all right. At least I get to do this to you. You know what I mean? My godson, I think he made it probably the easiest, but it's a baby. He knows no fear. And he just comes snatch my mask off. Stop. Let me
Mm-hmm.
I want to make sure you good. You know what I mean? But it's just, it's that capacity. But I would say, yeah, you think about that. The dating thing was, I mean, it's interesting. It's everything you said is risky, but I think the weight is different for everybody.
Yeah.
In my case, it really was I don't like being alone, like sleeping alone. Mm-hmm. I just got some rough news. I don't want to right now. And I think that's the only time everybody gets passes. You know how people get passed for rent? Everybody. So the questions were, what is this? What are we going to be tomorrow? Do you see a future? Pass. But it's passes on both sides. Mm-hmm. Nobody's really going, so you really trying to marry me? It's like, if we survive, let's see. That's the energy. And I mean, so it really is no one's really asking. Anybody asks like, do you see a future? Everyone wants to be present in the moment. So when I need a hug, am I going to see you this weekend? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, and so it's more, if somebody asks you, are you out here dealing with a bunch of people? They're not even asking you out here boning. They're asking, are you party with a lot of folks? You may not come over this weekend. That's what that is.
Yeah. No.
So do you guys think COVID has made people become kind of like more exclusive, kind of like faster than they normally would?
Oh, kind of like let's rush.
Like kind of maybe like rush a relationship or like rush into like it's just gonna be me and you. We can only see each other because of COVID. And if so, is that like a good thing or a bad thing? What do you think?
I think it's just like I said, it's your priorities first. Like what are you dating for? So it's like if you're in that zone right now, you're just dating just to get out, do some stuff, have fun. I don't think you're rushing anything. But I think, what Brian's talking about, like, mental health wise, and it's kind of like, it's stimulating in the sense of like, not like, even when you think about mental health, you like hugs. It's not really a physical thing. It's just, it's emotionally feeling attached. And that helps you with, your ability to stay away from depression or anxiety, like all these certain things that come with that. And so I think, if you think about like, like military vets, and how like they rush into like marriage so quick, because, when you're in war, like you don't see anybody when it comes to like, you don't see like, the women and things like that. You don't have that kind of like physical family attachment. So when they come home, they find someone real quick, right? They snatch them, they put a ring on their finger and they, hey, we good. So it's like, we're all kind of military right now. Yeah. Like we're in like a military state of mind where it's like, it's like when I find somebody and I find a good 5 things, I'm like, you count these off? Like, this, we can go straight to the altar, like, so.
Everyone's list has shifted.
Yeah.
If you're a woman and you go, my man got to have this kind of job, my man got to have this kind of car, you like, if you got a job during the pandemic, I'm gonna tell you this, I'm gonna be honest. You still have your job? It's like you work like if you think about this, right? And a man who got this corporate job, he got this business, whatever. Women, that's the type of man I want. In the beginning of the pandemic, a nigga that work in a grocery store, toilet paper. I got a man to give me some toilet paper. He give me some bottles of water. You the man. Look, I could come through. Look,
yeah,
he may not have a car. He may not have a car, but he could get some toilet paper and bring it to the city. He can take I could pull up with the car, but nah, you can't give me no toilet paper. You can bring it over. But then look, me having a vehicle, right? When I tell you, I think what I would do when the pandemic, I would get in the car just to go fill up and get gas, just to go outside. Like I'll go sit in the car and in the parked car, so I post, I'm in the car, drive and go somewhere. When I tell you my DM be lit, and I realize, what's up? Haven't heard from you. The same stuff women were saying they do that. Men is out here just here. I'm like, women was doing the exact same thing.
In New York, that's a big deal.
Oh yeah,
having a car,
you have a car?
Not having to be on the train.
I ain't got to. I ain't got to go to Trader Joe's. I ain't got to go. I don't have to go. Look, if you go to Trader Joe's in the city, you got to sit.
Why are you single?
You know what I'm saying? It's like, dang, like, I mean, trust me, I was trying to find it out. But look, maybe there's somebody that has a better car. He probably had a better car. I have a Jeep, you know what I mean? Maybe he had a Benz.
Hey,
Jeeps are
You know what I mean?
oh, Jurassic Park. We see
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. I'm in my Jeep, you know what I'm saying? But but at the same time, look, I would say this: me having a car, and then you have a 4th floor walk up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, look, the grocery store man is cute. He ain't gonna bring us upstairs. This big nigga from the country, he's strong enough, and he got. So it's like we should hang out. We should hang out. You want to come out? We can watch some movies or something like that. I'm like, I know not to play myself and go, she must really be into me. I go, nah, I know what it is. Like, it's gonna be like that. Oh, if I go to the store, if I show you the DMs of like, let me know when you go on what's saying we could do this together. I'm like, nigga, I ain't trying to be in a car with you. I don't know who you're around. So but look, you was leaving me on red when times was regular. This pandemic, I'm leaving. I do. This is my signature. Anyway, let me finish watching. You know what I mean? Because that's what happened during the pandemic. So it's like you got everybody wanted something. Yeah. So when you get around somebody genuine who just wants to do this, hey, how you doing? Like, so the people that call just to check in on I'm like, wow. So I would say with just the piggyback from the dating online, my mother has a phrase she always says. She said, "A problem will eliminate itself." So for me, it wasn't dating going, "Are you my wife? You my wife?" It's like in time. We'll see. In time, who's consistent? Who really? You have nothing. I'm not going to be your man, but you still really want to be my friend. Like, we not having sex, but you still just hit me up to see how I'm doing. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, okay. So look, to answer your yes, it made a lot of people more susceptible to jump in a relationship. But is it that it made them successful, or did it make you see what we should have been looking for in the beginning? You should be looking for a partner. You know what I'm saying? You should be looking for someone of substance and sustenance, of value that adds to your future. So I think for myself, I will say it made I make fun of. I said it made me mad sensitive, mad emotional. So I've been out. So that what that says is I've been out here dating prior to COVID with no emotions. Yeah. Let's just see what's up. But it made me go, yo, like I got to call a friend of mine transition. I want a woman who's just loving. You may not know how to cook. We can figure it out together. So my list of her ass got to be this fat. I see a skinny girl now. I say I can help you build that. I can help you build that booty. We can work out together. I can help you build it.
Come out to LA. They got a whole bunch of folks, that can tailor on that. Don't worry about that. But yeah, you're right. He's like, plane tickets?
Now you can drive.
That's true. You got a Jeep. He fine. He got a Jeep. A man with
No, that's a really, really good point. Yeah. That it has helped us to really reevaluate our dating standards and what we want. Yeah. And what we need. Really what we need.
Exactly.
Yeah, definitely. So last thing, you talked a little bit kind of what you learned about yourself, mental health wise, as well as kind of you need that hug. Is there anything else that you learned about yourself, during this time? I think the mainly I dealt with. I had a bout or two with depression. I used to think Black people can't get depressed. It's like I put that with sunscreen. I be like, we don't need to wear sunscreen. We got black. We don't need no sunscreen. Yeah. And you start looking up. You go, oh wow, it is good, but sometimes it help you to age better. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, niggas don't. Therapy. Niggas don't need therapy. Like, we good. We go talk to the Lord about it. And it's like, my thing is this. I can talk to God and he'll still lead me to talk to a therapist, to speak to somebody. And I think it made me present. I would say I learned to be present. I learned to my good friend Rodney Berger, he called me twice and I missed the call because I'm just caught up or whatever. And I would say that just recently happened. I learned to, sometimes you got to stop. Even look, we ain't got to have no hour-long conversation. Yo, I thought about you, man. Are you all right? How's everything going? Man, I have a friend who said she had one of her close friends committed suicide during the pandemic. You go, dang, I wish I would have. And so for me, just to be present, just to be, I'm saying I want a wife and all this, but you know what? I need to be a better friend to the women that are in my circle, period. You know what I mean? So let me, instead of complaining about the woman I don't have,
the women that are around me, let me make sure, you know what I mean? Like, you good, like, you cool? Let me go get you some roses. Let me use, and I don't mean nothing by it. I'm not trying to kick it with you. I just want to, you know, let me just be a good person. Let me put out good energy. So I would say for me, the responsibility of being better, just a better person. And then seeing the things that I saw as weaknesses, just seeing the strength. Like, being honest, I feel like being transparent now, there is no depression because I expose it by being I expose the emotion versus, like, I'm like, I need a hug. I may bump into somebody I know. I may have a random moment with somebody, or I may just get that peace where I'm good. But I'm just like, I really would like just a hug. Maybe I get the hug, I may not get the thigh, but it would be nice to get both. You know what I mean? Just to,
and you deserve both, Brian.
You deserve both. 100%.
And
that's
like,
it.
yeah, and I say, like, I love how you ended on the fact that, like, you didn't realize Black people, you know, can get depressed. And I'll even go a step forward and say Black men, you know, getting depressed, you know, because we think of ourselves, or we've been told, you know, like, you know, those emotions you're not supposed to have, you know, and you only have one side of you you're supposed to show. And when you're in a situation where you're so secluded from anybody and you are literally in your head at this point, you know, you kind of find more about that kind of emotion that you've been hiding, and it's come to the forefront and you know what to do with it, you know. And so it's so quick and easy. I think it's quicker for us to fall into it, you know, because, you know, we have other people that, like, they learned that I could talk to, you know, Jennifer, you know, my therapist, you know, I talk to once a week, you know, like, and we're like, Thera, what? Thera flu? I heard that. Everything, you know, like,
who's that? Who's Jennifer? That's your auntie or something like that?
No, I don't want that. Nah. So it's a stigma that we've already been told about ourselves, and for the once in our life, you know, we're feeling it for the full effect of what it's always been. You know, we've just been so used to, you know, depressing it and kind of just suppressing it and not really looking at it. And so that's awesome, you know, and I really hope, you know, because, like, depression is not like anomaly thing, you know. We think of depression as like next bipolar, schizophrenic, you know, like, no, we all go get depressed, you know. It's just how deep do we fall into it, you know, and we're at that top tier, you know, of people that falls in.
And so my development, I would say for me, is being healthy single, truthfully. Side note, date these women with kids. If you trying to, don't be talking about I ain't gonna date no woman, no child. These women with children, they live the dignity at somewhere else. It's in this bedroom. I'm trying to get a stepchild for my. I don't know if y'all got to edit it out. I'm just trying to tell you. So, I don't date no woman, no kids. I will. Where she at? How many kids? The more the kids, the more the free. I'm just trying to tell you. Don't worry about, I don't want no baby daddy drama. Shut up. I'm trying to tell you, you're missing out now. It's not normal thinking. The emotions play the part because you're going, so much is happening around. And sometimes you don't want, like right now, like I told you, a friend of mine transitioned. I'm at the house by myself. The temptation is, let's just see what happens. You know, but because I'm in a place now where spiritually, like I'm abstaining. That's why I got all those energy and these jokes right now. I'm about to write five 1 hour specials right now. All this energy that I have possessed. He's so funny. He got these jokes because I ain't getting no, you know, it's just, that thigh ain't here.
Release.
That thigh's not here. It's a lot of built up energy, and you know, it's just a lot of anger and frustration and happiness all in one compartment. So, you know, just trying to tell you, man, I'm doing kickboxing and shadow boxing at the house for no reason. Just you know, so it's you know, so the absence thing, I agree with you. I think it took me going through that whole process. Not saying I had to, but it got me to where I know what I really want. And I'm at a point now where why compromise? Like, I don't want, so my thing is, I don't want nothing if I can have it all. Now, that's how I move from now. I don't, like a situationship, no. Why?
Why? No, that's real. I love it. Brian, you have been the epitome. Everything you said today, I stand with you. And so it's been really
pre-recording as well. Pre-recording.
well, that's offline. They don't gotta know about all that. They don't gotta know about all that. But let's just say that we do appreciate you coming on and having this discussion with us, because I think it's important, because COVID's not going anywhere. It's going to be here for a while, and so doesn't mean you still can't find somebody, during this time frame. And I think you've been a testament to that. But it is hard, and it's real. COVID's not a hoax, and dating is not a hoax during COVID. And so we want to give you a little more shout out though. So like, what about you? How can we find you? Tell me a little bit more about that project. But like, how can we reach out to Brian, the original Brian?
Thank you. Well, first off, you could find me. Oh wait, let me put this back on. Wait, my bad. So real intimate, real quick. I felt like it was real intimate. I just had forgot. I was like, oh, let me take this up and let y'all really see me. Yeah. YouTube, The Original Brian, all the words together. YouTube is where I'm trying to put a lot more of my content, or the totality of it. The show, Question and Perspective. I really, I'm working on the second segment, but it really is just let's start with questions versus assumptions or putting words in people's mouth. Let me just ask, like, why do some guys do this? And I feel like it's a teachable moment for everybody. Why do some women do this? I'll give you one question I have on this next segment. I'm gonna just give it to you. And this is for both parties, but for women, I would say, Fariso, like, what is something that we as men do that we think is cute or cool that you guys find annoying? Same thing for you. What's something that women do that they think is cute or whatever that you find annoying?
That's kind of cool. Yeah. Like, you're seeing both sides of it, and so like,
and that's all it is. It becomes a teachable moment versus argument.
It's comedy part.
Meal work, meal preps, just promote. Cooking. Let's cook. Let's get back to making out. What's in your food. I have one recipe. Probably the next one. I made a peach cobbler, and I'm not buying any or using any sugar. So I may use maple syrup or agave, but no white sugar. That white is the devil. Sugar. That is the sugar. The sugar. The white sugar. My bad. Sugar.
On that note. Right.
The sugar, guys. Sorry, I haven't eaten right now. That mix it up. The sugar is the devil.